Welcome to the sofa. I'm Sherry.
I'm Bonnie, and this is the Sisters Hallmark Sip and Chat podcast.
We're a couple of crown heads who love all things Hallmark. It's week 2 of Hallmark's Countdown to Christmas on the W channel. And if this past weekend is any sign of things to come, then we are in for an amazing Christmas movie season. In this episode, we'll be sipping rosé wine and chatting about our 3 movies entitled Christmas in Harmony, Coyote Creek Christmas, and Christmas Sale. We chose to pair this wine because we both enjoyed the slumber party scene in the movie Christmas in Harmony.
Movie 1, Christmas in Harmony, starring Ashley Murray as Harmony Matthews, Luke James as Kyle Noah, Michelle Williams as Melody, and Loretta Devine as Mama Matthews. In this movie, Harmony experiences a bump in the road in her career as a music producer and heads home for Christmas. With some coaxing from her mom and the deacon at their church, Harmony is convinced to co-direct the holiday chorus with her ex-boyfriend, Kyle. They have until Christmas Eve to get over past misunderstandings and save the church's mission hall.
Let's find out how this movie rates on our SOFA rating system. But first, a quick explanation. Our custom SOFA rating system includes a list of 20 Hallmark tropes that will determine how Hallmark is this movie. You can download the list from our website, sistersipandchat.ca. This movie earned 15 out of 20 SOFAs, including weather issues, star returns home, set up by family members, star gives up current career, multiple love stories, small town, gets back with a childhood sweetheart, enemies to lovers, helps a family member or friend in need, town celebration, and of course, the bonus points for the charity or charitable event.
That is amazing. So let's break down each rating category. So Harmony returns home after being downgraded from her job of 10 years. She returns to her small town, a small southern town that she grew up in, set up by family members. Her mother and the church deacon convince Harmony and Kyle to co-chair the choir. Her mother also sets them up so they can bake together, and her sister interrupts the girl with Kyle at a party just so Harmony can be with him. Helps a family member, a friend in need. Helps her mom in the church by helping manage the choir for the Christmas Hallelujah event, and helps Kyle write a song for Melody. Enemies to lovers. Harmony and Kyle start off at odds about how to lead the choir, but as they work together, feelings start to rekindle. Gets back with childhood sweetheart. Kyle was her childhood sweetheart who was supposed to go to New York with her, but he didn't show up at the airport, so she finds out later that it was actually because her father asked him not to go. Multiple love stories. There's 2 in this movie, one between Harmony and Kyle, and also the relationship between her mother and Deacon James. The town celebration in this movie was the lighting of the Christmas tree. The weather issue in this one, Melody gets stuck in New York because of a snowstorm, and Harmony has to step in at the holiday Hallelujah event for her. Harmony quits being a music producer to be a singer, her childhood dream, and run an independent label with Melody's backing. The charitable event for this movie is the Holiday Hallelujah event, where the choir raises funds for the church's mission services.
I love Christmas decorating. We started early and we do as much as we possibly can. And the sets for the Holiday Hallelujah event were amazing. I love the giant size ornaments. Would like to get my hands on those. What are your thoughts, Bonnie?
I really love the music. It was excellent, particularly when the choir went out caroling. Like, that was pretty intense. I would love to hear a choir carol at my door like that. It was awesome. Kyle, when he was singing with the band in that little out of the way bar that they went to, and then when they were dancing, they were singing together. It was so romantic. I especially loved hearing Harmony sing. It was excellent. Of course, Melody and Harmony singing the Carol of the Bells was probably my favorite moment. I love that carol. I remember when I was in a choir singing that song, and it really was my favorite. It was excellent. I enjoyed that very much.
Yes, and as your sister, I was very proud of you in the choir.
Well, thank you. It was a lot of fun. It's always such a joy singing Christmas music, and it's a joy to listen to Christmas music too, especially when it's done so well as it was in this movie. I also really like the part where she kept the snow globe with her everywhere she went, the one with the little crystal piano inside, the one she believed her father gave her. And since he had passed, she always kept it close with her. And then she finds out later that Kyle was the one who actually gave that to her. So that was even, it made it even more special. It was already special in the beginning, and then it made it even more special.
I love snow globes. I just bought a snow globe for my granddaughter, who isn't here yet as we tape this, but I bought her a snow globe that has a castle in it to remember that to us, she's our princess. So, yeah, I get that. Something they can keep forever and ever. I loved how they
Absolutely.
talked about how she needed to get out of her head and into her heart, because I really believe we should always remember to follow our heart and our dreams.
Yes, for sure. When she went to New York, the whole purpose was to go and be a singer. And she had a lot of setbacks there trying to be a singer.
Mhm.
So she ended up losing her confidence. And that's how she sort of parlayed herself into music producing, and how she met Melody, played by the awesome Michelle Williams in this movie. Melody is the one who actually always has her back. When her company is downsizing her, Melody sticks up for her and says, listen, you need this girl. I need this girl. And she's one of the reasons why she gets offered the job again later on. And
Right.
that there's that moment, where she first comes at the beginning of the movie. They just open up this new production company, and she thinks she's going to be the executive director, and she brings pastries for everybody, and it's this whole cheering moment for her. And then within the first 5-10 minutes, she finds out that she gets downsized, and then they're handing her back her pastries and sending her off in the elevator. And she says this line, which I thought was great. She said, 10 years and all I'm leaving with is crumbs, which I thought was just such a great line. And then, of course, it brings her back to her small town and to Kyle and the choir, and the actual opportunity to not only to run her own independent production company, but to be a singer as well, which is really exciting. I really enjoyed how this movie ended.
That was really good, how she was able to go back to her heart's content. And I think the fact that she had such a compassionate partner in Kyle who never let her give up. He kept reminding her of who she really was and what was really important. And that's really wonderful for all of us to have people like that in our lives.
100%. And the choir, the church, the deacon and her mom, all of it was such a sweet note in this movie about holiday spirit and family, and that connection with her sister and her mom at the slumber party watching the video of her dad singing was a sweet moment. And there was a lot of giggles as well as really heartwarming moments in the movie.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, should we go on to movie number 2?
Let's do it.
Movie number 2, Coyote Creek Christmas, starring Janelle Parrish as Paige Parker and Ryan Pavey as Dylan Bailey. In this movie, Paige returns home to Coyote Creek and her parents' famous inn to throw a Christmas around the world party. Little does she know that the handsome father and adorable son she has befriended are there because her parents have decided to sell her beloved inn.
All right, now let's find out how this movie rates on our SOFA rating system. This movie earned 14 out of 20 SOFAs. Very good rating. And those are Star Returns Home, In Hotel, Star Gives Up Current Career, Multiple Love Stories, Small Town, Object Focused, Military, Helps a Family Member or Friend in Need, Town Celebration, and the bonus points for charity or charitable event.
Awesome. Here's the breakdown of each of the rating categories. Paige returned home to Coyote Creek to help her parents host a holiday party at their inn. This movie takes place in a small town called Coyote Creek, Colorado. The main object of this movie is all encompassing about the purchasing of the inn. Paige's parents own the inn and Dylan's company is looking to buy it. Dylan visits with his adorable son, Noah. Paige helps her parents run the inn's annual Christmas Eve party. Also, Paige, Dylan, and Noah help Sarah, the baker, with her holiday day cookie orders. Now, that wasn't completely selfless. It was so that she had time to do something for them, but it was a really good part of the story. The town's celebrations consist of Christmas Eve around the world party at the inn, Town mascot Charlotte the Marmot, the town uses as a hide and seek game because of the story of the town's founder. And now the townspeople are leaving tokens on each other's porches, which is the kindest thing I've heard in a long, long time. One of the other things is Quinn, which is Paige's friend who works at the inn. Her parents are in the military, and that inspired a cardathon to military service people. In this movie, there was multiple love stories. Paige and Dylan, and Quinn, which is, again, the inn employee, and Mia, the guest musician who comes. Beautiful, beautiful music she played. Paige decides to run the inn instead of working as a full-time event planner in Denver. Of course, it has a gorgeous guy attached, so that was a pretty easy decision. The charity event in this movie is a cardathon, which sends cards to military service people overseas.
This was such a great movie. I really enjoyed all the little bits and pieces of it. I really enjoyed the sweet natural chemistry between Janelle and Ryan, the two main actors. I found the character Paige at first to be very, detail oriented, and she had a little bit of difficulty being flexible about things. But I also found that she was really super sweet with Dylan's son, Noah, who loved photography. He didn't go anywhere without his Fuji Instax camera, which was super sweet. He was taking pictures of everything and everyone. And of course, he gets Paige and Dylan to, cuddle in together for a photo, which is a really sweet moment. I loved all the little bits and pieces of the town. I know we talked about Charlotte the Marmot and finding the hide and go seek that they had to find the little marmot and put the little outfits on them. If you found them,
that was so cute. Adding that.
That was really sweet. And the very first moment we saw that was in that gorgeous Victorian gazebo. I absolutely love it. It was like metal roof topped. It was just absolutely gorgeous. I really did enjoy the beautiful views of Colorado in this movie. I've never been there, but I certainly would like to go one day. I also thought it was really cute that even though it was set in modern times, the hotel or inn didn't have a lot of modernity in it. There was no computer at the front desk. Everything was done by a guest book. The books were done by an actual ledger and these old-timey books that look like they were from the 1800s. They still had like frayed marks and everything. And they even had a very vintage looking phone on their front desk. There's no modernity in there at all, which I thought was really cute and really unique.
It was really cute, beautiful too. And everyone in the inn was treated like family, and they acted like family. They were invested in how the sale was going to happen, what were they going to do if the sale happened. They were invested in the whole event that was going to happen and how they were going to make that happen. I really loved the fact that they'd worked there for so long that it was just acceptable that they were family. I also really liked, and as you mentioned, how beautiful this facility was, that Dylan realized that, and that he didn't necessarily want to change the inn, even though that's what his partner wanted to do, was tear down, build new, make more modern. But he realized that the charm was what made this particular inn the success that it was.
Absolutely. And it certainly was a success. And we certainly got a chance to see, or at least hear, about how important that was to the townspeople when they went through the memory stories, the reminiscence of the people who had visited the inn. Those were super sweet, happy times at the end. I really enjoyed that part. And also when Paige asked the inn guests about their family Christmas traditions, and then they included those in the party as well.
Yeah, it was very interesting to learn about Christmas around the world, including culinary and cultural traditions. I really did enjoy that. Some of them were something I would never thought of, but it was very, very interesting. Well done.
It was excellent. I really enjoyed this movie.
Should we go on to the next?
Yes, let's do it. Movie number 3, Christmas Sale, starring Katie Sackhoff as Liz Darling, Patrick Sabongui as Luke, and Terry O'Quinn as Dennis, Liz's father. In this movie, Liz returns to the seaside town of Portside to take care of her estranged father after a minor accident. She and her daughter Hannah, along with her childhood friend Luke, decide to decorate her family sailboat for the town's annual Christmas Lights boat parade. Okay,
let's find out how this movie rates on our SOFA rating system. It received a 12 out of 20 sofas, and they are Star Returns Home, Set Up by Family Members, Small Town, Object Focused, Gets Back with Childhood Sweetheart, Helps a Family Member or Friend in Need, Town Celebration, and the bonus points for charity or charitable event.
And the breakdown of the rating categories is Star Returns Home. Liz comes home to the seaside town of Portside to take care of her dad, who is only slightly injured from saving a little girl from a falling Christmas tree. The object focus in this movie is the sailboat. Liz, Hannah, and Luke fix up her family sailboat, My Darling Mary, for the parade contest, hoping to win the big prize of $25,000 to help her dad, who is in a financial bind. Luke's friend Marcus tries to set Luke and Liz up together quite a few times throughout the movie, which is okay because Luke and Liz, they admit to each other that while they were growing up, they actually had crushes on each other and just kind of kept them secret. The town does have some really cool celebrations. They have a festival of lights, the annual Christmas market and tree lighting there. And of course, the Christmas sailboat parade and contest for best lights. $25,000 contest is pretty good. And as well, they had a Christmas ball. The charitable event in this movie, well, there's a couple of things. Luke offers to help fix the boat for free. And Granddad Dennis and Hannah play Santa's elves and collect items for the homeless. And they pull them in their little wagon.
So, Bonnie, in this movie, there was many things I love, but Liz's daughter, Hannah, she melted the grandfather's heart, and he was adorable once he was able to celebrate Christmas again. Liz and Luke both stated that they thought the dad would not wear the elf hat when he had to do the Santa's Helper program, but he was willing to do anything for his granddaughter. And I remember my own father with his two granddaughters, pretty much sky's the limit for them. Didn't necessarily do it for us, but he did do it for them.
It was a really sweet moment watching the granddaughter and the granddad putting the Christmas angel on the tree. I really enjoyed that. I also enjoyed the romance, of course, between Liz and Luke. Luke taking pictures on the boat with the old camera that they found, and his cute little puns when he said "schooner or later" was just so cute. I love that so much. Really made me giggle. Just even how sweet it was, them remembering things from their childhood, crushing on each other, admitting they had crushes with each other. That was really sweet. And of course, the romantic dance at the ball. It was really sad, though, at the end when they were figuring out that they didn't think that they could be together. That was kind of sad.
That was sad. However, the sailboat parade was gorgeous. I love this, and it reminded me of the floating light parade at Disney World. That took me back to my own sweet family memories.
Yes, the boat display was beautiful. It was so, so pretty. I'd never seen anything like that before. And then when they popped up the sail and they started doing the photo slideshow on there, that was seriously tear-inducing.
Yeah.
And of course, Luke comes up from the bottom of the boat because he set this all up, and it was a very sweet romantic moment between them. It was such a nice surprise ending. I love that so much. And of course, they win the contest, and her dad's financial issues are saved, which is awesome.
Which was very awesome. Something that I thought was really great how they did it at the beginning of the movie, and then repeated it again at the end of the movie, is that they always have this family photo, time for a family photo. And everybody comes together, and there's always that one person who's like technically, oh, I'm not part of the family. And each time they say, hey, get over here. We said family photo. And they made everyone always feel welcome and part of the family. And I thought that was a really nice touch to showing that family isn't just who you're born related to, but family and extended family. There's more to just a family than blood, which was really, really nice. I like that a lot.
Yes, I think that was a great theme really throughout the movie. Just that connection between the friends and family, like you said, that friends are family, which was great. I really enjoyed that. This was a good one.
That whole small town feel, right? Everyone looking out for one another was really, really nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed the boat parade. That was very unique. It was an excellent way to end the weekend.
It really was. And like we are here in Canada and we don't have as much snow as way up north because we're in the south, but we don't go outside boating in Christmas time where we live. It'd be quite cold to be doing that. So that was kind of cool that they live somewhere where you could actually go and enjoy boating during the Christmas season.
Yeah, I'd never seen that. It was so pretty with all the lights. Really enjoyed that.
Well, this was a great weekend of movies. I really didn't know what to expect, and I was very pleasantly surprised with just how emotionally attached I was to most of the movies that we saw this week.
I think all three were excellent movies by Hallmark, excellent additions to their countdown to Christmas roster that I'm sure we'll enjoy for years to come.
Absolutely. This episode was brought to you by Hamish Community Services, opening doors by taking the dis out of disabilities. You can find out more information at hamish.ca.
Well, fellow Crown Heads, we've come to the end of today's chat.
You can find all our episodes on your favorite podcast network.
And on our website, sistersipandchat.ca. Subscribe and never miss a chat session.
Thanks for listening. Join us next time.
And we'll save you a seat on the sofa.